morning and welcome to Healthy, Wealthy and Wise today on STV. My name is Ogbo, Awoke Ogbo. Friends and family call me Ogbo the Great and my wife calls me Sweetheart. You can find my books at Silverbird Lifestyle Stores and every bookshop in ShopRite in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt and Enugu. If you're interested in our mentoring program for 2012, please text your email address to the number on the screen for details. Last week, we started the series on change, courage and achievement. We are going through serious changes and challenges in our country today. But we say that you must decide upfront, even at that, what you want to achieve and determine to pay the price. You cannot win a lottery without buying the ticket. Do you remember the hungry poor man that went to a restaurant? He asked the waitress, how much is a plate of eba and egusi soup? They told him it's 400 naira. Then he asked, how much is extra eba? They told him that extra is 50 naira. Then he said, in that case, give me extra. Well, today I want to focus on what has been the bane of the African after decades of colonization and mental slavery. Now, here's my prognosis. If you want achievement in your life, please stop looking for free lunch. But if you want average and below average life, then go ahead and keep looking for free things. However, nothing important comes completely free. There's no free lunch in this universe. To succeed in today's challenging world, you must determine what you want to achieve and decide what price you are willing to pay to get it. My friend had a discussion recently with a woman who teaches in a public school. He asked her how things were going in the school. She sighed deeply and shook her head and said that the students were performing very, very woefully and tragically between average. Then he asked her, why is this so? If there was only one thing you could change about public schools in the state, what would it be? She said she will immediately terminate the free education idea. My friend was surprised to hear that from this woman. So he asked her why she felt that way. You see, she said, the government gives them free books, but they do not even bother to come and collect the books. The government is also planning to start giving them free lunch. And because they do not pay for education, they do not value it. Sometimes they don't even come to school. That's what this woman said, the teacher. Now, giving a poor person free things only tends to make them poorer. African countries, including the giant of Africa itself, have been receiving aids from the Western world for decades. The more foreign aids African countries receive, the poorer they seem to become. It's a mystery, isn't it? But it's been my observation that foreign aids can never cure Africa's poverty. Charity is supposed to be only a seasoning, but people have made it a meal. You can never grow up by feeding on seasoning. In some African countries, up to 80% of their budget is dependent on foreign aids. Depending on handouts, it's like being on life support. Life support is not life. I read about a girl who had an accident when she was about 18 years, and she remained on life support for nearly 20 years. The former Israeli Prime Minister, Ariel Sharon, is still on life support. In fact, today makes it exactly 1 year and 1 week since Sharon, 6 years and 1 week since Sharon became vegetative after suffering a stroke. Maybe you too are on life support. You depend on your uncle, your auntie, your elder brother for everything. You blame your father, your mother, and friends for your problems. The moment your life support is pulled from under you, you will immediately realize that life support is not life. Now, if we begin the debate on free education, the arguments will not end today. You might say, after all, Chief Obafemi Awolowo did it for the Western region, and it worked perfectly. But for Awolowo, free education was vision, not politics. Vision supersedes politics. Remember what King Solomon said. He said, where there is no vision, the people perish. I once tried to comfort a very dear woman who had gone through 3 stillbirths. Do you know what it means to carry a pregnancy for 9 months only to deliver a dead baby? It's a very difficult experience for any woman. Yet, my friends, politics without vision is a stillbirth. Now, don't misunderstand me. Free education is good and should be encouraged. But I think the government needs to work out a way to combine the free education with merit. Otherwise, the lofty idea will fall casualty to a basic law in human psychology, which implies that human beings do not value what they do not pay for as much as when they pay for it. Now, For instance, make it mandatory for these children to take a qualifying exam for the free education and require them to perform at a certain minimum score every year or fall out of the free education option. That will make them sit up and work hard to earn the free education. Otherwise, it won't work. Around 1979, the then Bendel state government threw the school doors open to everyone in the streets. The governor said, everyone go to school closest to you. Now, what happened in Idia College at that time was very interesting. All the market and street girls around Iyaro suddenly flooded Idia College under one of the best educators that ever worked in Nigeria, Miss Howard. The school became extremely chaotic. Classrooms went from A to D to A to Z. Those girls could not spell their names, they could not read or write. They were aggressive, used vulgar language. Miss Howard sewed different uniforms for them, started afternoon sessions, and tirelessly worked to make something out of them. I think she got overwhelmed after about 2 years and then left Idia College. Out of that experience, a Motown College and Iyoba College were created. Idia College used to be a place of class and academic excellence in the spirit of the venerable Queen Idia, the first Queen Mother of Benin, in whose honor the school was founded. I'm not sure that Idia College has fully recovered from that free education tsunami. The moment anything goes free, its perceived value goes down. You don't need to be a calculus professor to know why. Our conversation reflects on basic truth in human psychology. You do not value what you did not work for. Not long ago, I ran free seminars for several months. I paid for the hall, the seats, and refreshments with my own money. I even begged some people to attend, but they would give excuses, like they were going for a wedding or going to bury their grandmother. Do you blame them? It was free. Then on one occasion, one of the participants told me, Mr. Ogbo, you have done well to give us free seminars, but I think you should start giving us food instead of refreshment. That was the day I finally realized that training Awoke participants was not a wise thing to do. There was no commitment on their part to apply what I was teaching them because they did not pay for it. So in 2012, don't fall into the trap of what my friend calls Awoke mentality. No one can become great with an Awoke mindset. Many of you asked me to design a coaching program to help you go through these difficult moments in 2012. The very next moment, some people started saying, Mr. Ogbo, make it free, make it non-profit, and God will bless you. How can you want something but not willing to pay for it? There is so much information, deep insight, and practical wisdom that you can never find in a book or hear on TV. You can only get it during a coaching session. There are many life-threatening conditions, relationship problems, marital issues, business challenges, addictions we cannot solve for you by SMS, email, Facebook, or phone calls. We dissolve them during coaching sessions. So in closing today, I encourage you to determine what you want to achieve in this fast-changing world and make up your mind to pay the price for it. Your level must change this year, irrespective of the political and economic challenges around us. Until same time next week, I am Ogbo, Awoke Ogbo. I love you. And make sure you remain healthy, wealthy, and wise.